Oh, hey, Ida and Papillamo are here. Huh. What are you guys doing here? Let me turn in my quest first. Welcome back, Dekumon. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. I'm sure she does. And yeah, knocking out story quests is another good way of getting the company seals. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. That's very true. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Dekumon. Now, when last we spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. Yep, I can do that. This way, sirs. Well, sirs being nothing. Oh, Biggs and Wedge. I was expecting the twins. I really was. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Godsman, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Oh, that's a heavy responsibility there, Minfilia. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garlean Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Not so good pilots, though. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. And I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of this realm. Wow, damn. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Well, okay. And with that, we have successfully completed this leg of the quest line. And now Minfilia is gonna send us off on the next quest leg. Sylph management. Oh, this should be fun. Oh, I just realized that only that quest was giving us seals.
Having set aside the formalities,
which pretty much was...
I have a favor to ask of you.
Damn it, Minfilia, stop interrupting me. The 300 seals were there basically to help me get my chocobo. And I went off and just did a hunting log instead. Sheesh.
Eorzea, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldesion?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder.
Durgatandians, what are they up to?
Papillamo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
That's true, that is their territory.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Well, that would explain the quest title.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ramu, interesting pronunciation.
Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Translation, they're not a bunch of assholes like most of the others. They're actually, reasonably amenable.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
So they're unable or unwilling to summon Ramu. Interesting. Why would that be?
With the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
Wow, that's a headache.
They are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda.
Good old Garuda. Don't worry, we'll get to you before You know, maybe before Christmas at the rate I'm going. Sheesh.
I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible.
So as to cut down on the number of primals we have to murder. Sounds like a good idea.
Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo.
The power of flashbacks compels you. Yeah, okay, sure.
Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
I mean, why the hell not? It's not like I got anything else to do at the moment.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
I know what your deal is. You just want to go back and stare at all the girls at Ul'dah, don't you? Oh, how'd you know?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
These two are always a hoot to have around. Ida and Papayamo. They're a pair. They're a fun pair to have. Alright. Speak with Vorsai Hulo at the Adder's Nest. So we're off to Gridania then from here, huh? Alright, there's our main contact. Vorsai Hulo. I think. No, that's terrible pronunciation. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Ah, beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Well, what brings me to the Adder's Nest is I am said Scion. Here to help your troubles. We come in peace. Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the twin adders? No, actually, I just signed up with the Maelstrom. Oh, phooey. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business... bleh. But other business brings us here today. Oh, geez, you two just poofed out of nowhere, didn't you? Ida and Papayamo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Ah, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the 12 Woods home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramo has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramo, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you, Scions, come in. Ah, I see, so we're being mediators, huh? The Sylphs of Little Solus remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on the tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solus, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from Westshore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papayamo. Though I highly doubt it, considering how everyone's involved. Yeah, I can't imagine this ever just going simple. Nothing's ever simple. Ah, there's our ferry master. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorn hut without much trouble. The Hawthorns are most welcoming folk who have shown us no small measure of goodwill. Still, a bit of courtesy goes a long way. I would encourage you to stop by Fullflower Combe and introduce yourself to Rosa before you travel on. Speak with Rosa at Fullflower Combe first. Huh. No problem. Where did this put us? Oh, you were not kidding. This is a tough area to get around to. I'd have had to come through Central Shroud if I wanted to get here the normal way. And what am I doing? I don't need to walk on foot. I have a chocobo. What good's chocobo if you never use it? Now, you do not want to be attacked on the chocobo because I can't really fight back, but easy enough to hop off if need be. Now, where are we going? Ah, there we are. There we are. And also, handy thing, if I want to talk to somebody, like so, boom, auto dismount. An adventurer. Thank the 12. You couldn't have come at a more opportune time. Please, you must help us. Why, it's our bees. The poor little dears are under attack by a murderous swarm of hornets. You can tell the difference? Of course I can. These bees' hives are our livelihood. You must save them. Hornets, huh? Hornets. Nope. Glad I'm not allergic. Still not fond of this idea. A deafening buzzing assaults here. Oh, thank goodness for the old carbuncle there. Let's wreck this thing. Ooh, boy, wrecking is right. Definitely don't need another one of those. That takes care of that one. I gotta do this 3 times. Well, rule of 3, I suppose. Well, if that's the case. Just change out carbuncles, go for the single target one. There we are, that's 2. And there's the 3rd beehive. Hello, knock knock, who's there? I'm here. Killer hornet cloud. Well, dead hornet cloud, how's that sound? The dot's got that one. Okay, Rosa, I have killed your hornets. No, you idiot, you killed all the bees. What am I going to do now? Whoops. Sorry, I told you I couldn't tell the difference. Thank you, friend. Finally, our bees can make their honey in peace. I knew you were 12 cent the moment I laid eyes on you. You travel to our hut, you say, and would speak with the serpent officer there. There is one who goes by Emelian. He's a sentry at Jocelyn Spire, but makes regular excursions to our hut. He's quite enamored of our honey and the tales of my husband, Rolf. Though I found him to be tight-lipped around those he's unfamiliar with. Ooh, I know what we might try. Why don't you take a jar of fresh honey to him? I reckon you'll find him more than talkative then. Okay, but I suppose that might gum him up, though, to be honest. Let's actually mend my stuff really quick. Didn't really need it, but always a good idea to. Hello, random fate jumping on my head. That's level 11. Seriously, I'm not touching that. That's, I'd feel dirty doing that. Poke the old aetherite here first, because this is the more important thing. Awesome. This is the only aetherite in the East Shroud, so this is definitely one you're gonna want to get as soon as you get here. It's very important, because like I said, it's the only one here, and this is not a small area, no sir, especially this upper part. Then again, this upper part is very scary. I would point out level 49 fate, level 49 fate, kinda outside our level range at the moment. Ain't going anywhere near that, no sir. There's Amalan. Indeed, I am Amalan at the Twin Adder. Your face is unfamiliar too. You have a present for me, you say? How about some fresh honey? A jar of Rosa's honey, and freshly harvested to boot. You certainly know how to make a first impression, friend. Ah, so you are the adventurer of whom the commander spoke. Do forgive me for being curt. My stomach was rumbling something fierce. My word, this honey is like liquid gold. Sir, are you... Forgive me. You've come to discuss not honey, but sylphs. For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all know. Would you know more? Would you know more? You do well to speak to Rosa's husband here, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. I almost didn't see you there, Mr. Rolf. Sylphic Studies. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you may have more luck with them. Oh. Ask Rolf. And Rolf is like, I don't remember. Ask everyone else. It's like, oh, thanks. Isabel? The Sylphs? Yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. That sounds unpleasant. Sounds like they're a bunch of dirty tricksters. Where's our next person? Looks like they should be right there. Blazette, huh? The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Well, they were kind of described as flying geishel grains. I wonder if they're a plant-based species. Mon. All the people around here, all the soldiers around here seem to be ladies. Interesting idea. The Sylphs? Invertent tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our mass, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. All right, Rolf, I've talked to everyone and they definitely knew more than you did. Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. As Sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. Just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Dancing, huh? First impressions. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along what was it again? Damn it, what was it again? And Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. This is literally just to make me go back there. You annoying person. Seriously, how do you forget something this important? Well, Rosa, your husband has the mind of a sieve. A peace offering for the Sylphs? I'd give you another jar of my honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, though, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you two stimulated somehow? With some of this amber syrup, for example? You might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck! Stimulate it? Stimulate it? Use amber syrup on the curious tussock and slay the ochu. That's okay. There are no questions for this one. You know what? Just take it. Take the amber syrup. And oh, hi there. Geez, spawn in behind me, why don't you? Oh, you ass! You poisoned me. Get off of there. Thankfully, you still just can't take a punch. That's all it is. Who needs to knock? I'll just ride my damn chocobo in the front door. Okay, Rolf. Oh, that's not Rolf. That's Rolf. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Yeah, milkroot. This sounds disgusting. Milkroot, but of course. Those Sylphs quaff the cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the Sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now, let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Ooh, this stuff's potent. First contact. Okay, I need to move my camera slightly or something. Okay, that'll work. Cutscene works just as well. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. Whew. You know, my eyes are still watering from this thing. The Sylphs love the stuff, but me, I had to bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the Morbol that put an end to my adventuring days. You came across a Morbol, huh? But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend. And do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you regale me with your adventuring tales. Dude, you are on. And before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Amelin here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Amelin, huh? What do you want? It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solus, seek out a young Sylph by the name of Komuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the Sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mixed up in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Finally we get to go talk to the Sylphs. Here we are, the Sylphs. Let's get a nice close. Oh, you are plants. You're little plant fairies.
Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be.
Oh, you guys talk funny as hell. Oh joy, fine, I shall do my horrible dance just for you, Komuxio. Watch and be amazed at these horrible steps.
This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind.
I've got a milk root, and I've even got a letter to the elder for you. And I have failed the fate. No, the fate literally was already here, and there's no way I wasn't getting involved.
Walking One brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks.
Doing the voices for these ones is going to be a pain.
Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry.
Oh, hey guys.
Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania and we're here to treat with your people. We come to pay our respects to your elder and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Dekumon here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still, you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business to Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Dekumon's jig insufficiently jiggy? I mean, it was really bad, but still. I'm I am as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. You're gonna be, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it? Weak silencing, weak sleeping, weak paralyzing potion. Honestly, never gonna use any of those. They're really, really not that useful. Great. So the Sylphs don't trust us. Of course they don't. You know, just make this more annoying than it already has to be. Anyway, I think this is a good point to leave it here. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to watch me dance my disgustingly stupid jig. I mean, seriously, this dance emote is the worst. Look at him go, look at him go. This is terrible. Oh, this is terrible. But more importantly, I have a chocobo, and he's adorable. That's gonna be a good end shot right there. Yes, it is. So until then, see you guys in the next video. I'm just gonna sit here on my bird.